Alright, Psalms 34, verse 1 and 2. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continuously be in my mouth. My soul makes its boast in the Lord. Let the humble hear and be glad. In this, Daniel's talking about how we need to personally worship God in our everyday lives. And for me, when I went to think about what I wanted to talk about for this, I had to pick between a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that I care about, and a lot of the ways I like to show it. But one thing that's been there for me the most is kind of just keeping it to myself when I see things that really mean a lot to me. Because for me, it's more what I'm taking in rather than when I'm playing with a bunch of people or what I'm doing with other people around. It's what I do in the quiet moments. So for me, it's the same way that I've learned to worship is the same way I've learned to trust God. So I look at all of the little things that He's done in my life. Throughout my life, I've had a few of these moments, especially in the past year, now that I've gotten closer to God, where I can look around and say, He's really gotten me this far, or I've really gotten to this point because God's blessed me in so many ways and He's given me this. Good examples are how much I love the people I work with, or getting to come in here and see the atmosphere when all of you guys are goofing around and talking to each other and getting food. Sam knows what I'm talking about. Little things like wildflowers or dogs, or like little conversations I have with people that I hadn't met before when you pass them in the store, when they come in to check out. And it's not that it's something big, because looking at the big picture is really hard when you have to think what everybody tells you. When you try to worship, you're told, look at all the things that God's done for you. That's why you have a reason to worship. But looking at everything God's done for me, there's a lot of things. And being human, there's a lot of things that I think, I probably changed that, or it shouldn't have worked out just like that, because I can't see the big picture. So the best way that I've learned to personally worship God is looking at the little things He does, because it really does add up. And there are just sometimes where I'm speechless, because He does such little things. He puts so much time and effort into little conversations, into the little things here on the earth, that if He takes so much time and care with all of these little things, it makes it so easy to worship Him and trust what He has for my bigger picture. Because if He takes so much care in something that small, think of what He does the entire span of my life. So for me personally, worshiping has always been looking at the small things, because God does a lot for us. And He blesses us in so many ways. And when you find a way to really worship God, and for me, I get really emotional, so I can't stay up a lot without crying. So all I can think is really thank you most of the time. Because there's just so many things I can think of, but so little I have to say about it that ever adds up to that much. So when we worship personally, it's thanking God for the things that He's done for us. And it's taking time out of our day to show how much we care about what He's done, and that we appreciate it because He doesn't need us to tell Him that He did a good job. He does a perfect job. But we're doing it to say thank you, and we're doing it to reassure the fact that we know that He did all these little things for us. But in Psalms 34, verse 3, He says, "Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let all of us exalt His name together." Because when we worship, we don't just worship alone. We're made for other people, which is why we all stand here and we sing together and we praise God. It's why we enjoy concerts so much when we get to go see Christian music. It's why we all get together for dinners and for football games. There are a lot of different reasons, but when you really think about it, you enjoy things more when you get to enjoy them with other people, because you're not the only one taking part in it. So when it comes to worship, I was trying to think of personal reasons, and the first thing I thought was music, because I love to play music. But when I really got to thinking about it, there are not a whole lot of times or a whole lot of songs that I really want to sit by myself and play. The times that I have the most, that I feel the closest to God, that I feel a connection, is when I get to spend that time with other people, because we're all worshiping God together. Like being able to hear all of you guys sing is so amazing. And I even sometimes downstairs have to stop and listen. Because if you guys haven't heard how beautiful it sounds, on key or not, you guys sound great. It makes it so much better when you get to spend that kind of time with other people. And that's why worshiping together as a whole, it makes it better for us, but also we all get to show how much we appreciate God. We get to share and tell each other, these are the things He's done in my life, and this is what I'm thankful for, and these are the things He's given me, and it helps you to appreciate it, and it helps you to show how thankful you are. And one thing I really liked, Scott gave me a packet of stuff when I was looking for things to write about this, as a way to help me kind of jog my mind and think of good things to talk about to you guys. And one I really liked was, when we magnify God together, we are not making him greater, but we are setting his greatness before our eyes and praising him for it. This means that worship is the most sane and rational thing we can do. We see reality and we see the greatness of God, and we align our hearts to the truth. So we're not worshiping because God needs reassurance. We're not worshiping so he knows he did a good job, so he knows that we saw it, so he knows that we care. We're worshiping so we can show how much we appreciate it, how thankful we really are, and to have a connection to God and to feel closer to him. Thank you.